Like, how did you end up out here?
Okay, my dad and grandpa were like, go after your fucking dreams. Like, dude, you're gonna come home one day. One of us is gonna be dead. And I moved out here, and 3 months later, my fucking dad died. Call sheet, no, just a contract. I sign it. 2 minutes later, someone picks up the sign sheet, comes back, slaps the fucking thing on the desk. I got the call sheet, Robert Downey Jr., fucking John Favreau. I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm in Iron Man 3, motherfucker. Goddamn. Oh, shit.
Seanydoo. Hello, and welcome to Situaseans podcast. I'm your host, Sean Michael Williams, aka Seanydoo. You can call me Sean. Seanydoo does not matter to me. I'm just glad that y'all are here. Have a special guest right here, my former castmate from Three Coconuts. He is a rapper, he is an actor, he does all the things. Please welcome to the show, Matt Nye.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Hi, people.
Thank you so much for coming on, brother.
Yeah, of course, dude. You kidding me, man? I appreciate it. I gotta support, dude. Have to.
Absolutely. So yeah, man, I really appreciate you coming on. And like for those of you that may be listening or friends and fans of Matt, this podcast, Situations podcast, is about dating, relationships, mental and emotional life experiences. We talk about everything, arts, entertainment, all the good shit.
Fuck yeah.
Exactly.
Well, how's the can I curse?
Yeah, you can curse.
Awesome. Then I can be myself. Beautiful.
Exactly. And so, yeah, today we're going to be talking about, Matt's career as an actor, a rapper, all the passionate creative pursuits that he got going on. And then we got some hinged or unhinged listener submissions that you all have been sending in. And we'll unpack that as well. And so, you're originally from Florida. So can you kind of tell me about your journey from Florida and how you got out here?
Yeah, man. Terrible choices. Horrible. One horrible choice after another led me to this Sodom and Gomorrah of LA. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, that's how I feel about it. Dude, I'm a creative, bro. I'm a fucking actor. I'm like the typical, like, throw a rock in the fucking air out here and it'll hit you. But where I'm from, it's like, oh, that fucking actor motherfucker. Fuck. They call this. I did a play when I was a kid and I was Hollywood in my neighborhood. Hey, there's Hollywood. Like, God damn, bro. I did a fucking play, bro. Can I have some more, sir? It's not even, it wasn't even that Hollywood-ish, But that was just, dude, honest. Like, I think you were asking earlier, like, when did I want to be an actor and shit? My whole fucking life. Like, I remember being a little kid, like first grade, and teachers like, what are you going to be? An actor.
Yeah.
No astronaut, no firefighter, just an actor. I like doing that shit. And for me, it started like, I'd like see something on TV or something and I'd run. And I think most normal people without severe mental illness would be like, hey, this is what I saw on television.
Yeah.
But I would just walk out and been like, and then, like I'd act the whole fucking thing out. And so I think it was a way to shut me the fuck up. And my family's like, oh, you should be an actor. No, don't do that here. You can chill. You can, shh. Make that a career outside, away from us. So who knows? Maybe they were supportive. They just wanted me to shut the fuck up. But I had it in my head, man, since a kid. Like, that's what I'm going to do. And then I just realized I was a writer. I was always fighting it. I'm going to be in front of the camera because I'm fucking hilarious. I thought I was also beautiful. Found out the hard way as time went on. I was all right.
Stop.
I'm all right.
You're a handsome guy.
I get mines. You know what I mean? I get mines. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, but like, I really thought I was meant, and I think I am. Look at me. I'm charming as shit.
Exactly.
Maybe. But I'm a fucking good writer, bro. So like, and I like being alone and like held up somewhere writing. So there's those two facets. So I was always writing. I was always acting, but I was in Florida, dog. I was a swamp person surrounded by swamp people. I love y'all. I love you so much. I miss you guys, all of you. And I had really supportive hippie parents that were like, fuck yeah, be a comedian, man. Richard, go watch all of Richard Pryor's shit and be him, be a better version of that. Like, dude, I mean, yeah, better version of that. They didn't say that. They love Richard. Actually, I'll tell you something funny. They were so supportive. My mom drove me to my first comedy show.
Wow.
And as we're going there, now understand, my family's mad supportive, so don't take this the wrong way, but we're driving and she's just looking at me. I'm like, why are you looking at me like that? And she's like, you are going to bomb.
Oh, no.
And I was like, why the fuck would you say that, Mom?
Right, come on, Mom.
She was like, no, you did so good in your theater and you did so. She's like, I know comedy. I went and saw Pryor when I was younger. I saw Mitch Hedberg. Matt, just accept that you might not do as great at this as you do at like your poetry shows and your other shit. I went up there and I fucking killed that motherfucker. She was so shocked. So anyway, supportive environment in the home, but not supportive in the community in a sense. It was a very rough, tough kind of area. I grew up in Hollywood, Florida, off of US 1. Yeah. If you know, you know. I would like go out to like get ice cream, and my dad would be like, I grew up in a 1-bedroom apartment with my dad pretty much. My parents were split up. I'm ADD as fuck. Are we on track? Are we on track? Was any of this answering any of the questions you asked? Awesome. So I would be like at my dad's. Shout out to my dead dad. He was amazing, beautiful guy. But he had an alcoholic problem. So he'd be like drinking out in the bar or whatever. And so I'd be like, I want some ice cream. It's like 2 a.m. So I'd walk and I wouldn't realize how dangerous the neighborhood was. And I used to always think, man, those women crossing guards dress really scantily at nighttime. Like, who would have thought that the crossing guards would be so fine and so half naked at night? And they always would walk me out. And then later I found out, obviously, they were prostitutes. But they used to be like, oh, Matt, where's your dad at the bar? Later, do you want to go get some ice cream? I realized they were stopping me from getting kidnapped. Like, I looked like a little pimp, bro. I'd be walking down the street with like 4 of these like, hookers. And I'm like 12 years old. And I'm thinking they're crossing guards. Anyway, that's my life. So not like a very artistic environment, but very supportive in the household. And so I started with doing like little plays and shit like that. Was that a question?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Let me know if I veer off, dog.
No, this is about you, man.
No, it's about everybody, dog. It's about you. It's about you. Under your seat is a car for you. All right. So fucking, oh man, I don't know. Ask the question again.
Yeah, so like how did you end up out here?
Okay, yes, thank you. All right, so delusional as fuck, thought I could make it. I started doing like extra gigs to try to like, because oh shit, there's a movie in town, or there was a TV show called Burn Notice at the time. So I went and I did an extra gig, and I just would like walk up and be like, hey, how do I get one of those lines? I'm dope. I can do it. I've done plays. And they'd be like, all right, slow down. It's a union gig. I'm like, cool, where's the union? They're like, all right, well, calm down. To be in the union, to be on this show, you have to be in the union. Okay, cool. How do I join the union? Well, hold on. To be in the union, you have to be in one of these shows. Well, what the fuck does that mean?
Right.
What the fuck?
It's like you got to have a job to have experience, but you have to have the experience to have a job. You got to have a job.
And it's not even that like someone will let you. Oh, by the way, so I keep trying. Oh, no, we can't let you in like ever because you're not in the union. Well, how do I get in the union? Well, we'll let you in once you're in the union. It's like, what the fuck does that mean? So it pissed me off, bro. Like you don't tell me that. It's a door I can't get in. I'm kicking that motherfucker in, bro. And then I just started to realize like, no, you just eventually, through vouchers or through getting a line, though you have to be in a union to get the line. So what does that mean? You have to be the best, or artistically, the union can't stop a director from being artistic. So a director can be like, fuck you, I hired 90% union, that's my guy, and now that guy gets to become union. Very fucking rare, especially because most roles go to like, the producer's son, grandson, friend, nephew, someone who's blowing them. You know how it works. So it's very hard to get this gig, especially when it's like, this is the one non-union that makes you union. That's definitely going to somebody who's doing something for someone, even if that's just existing. It doesn't have to be sexual. You could just exist and someone loves you for it.
Yeah.
So no, that doesn't happen unless you're related. But so anyway, so I'm like, yo, I can do this. I'm stupid enough to think I could do it. Luckily, I thought what was my negative was my positive. And anyone listening in somewhere else outside of LA, listen, motherfucker, pay attention, put your ears up now. The negative was the positive because I was a local hire.
Yeah.
Right? And so the pool is smaller, right? And so when they auditioned union roles for this show called The Glades, and nobody was good. I'm not gonna say no one was good. Nobody fit the part. So then they opened it up to whoever else. So luckily, this casting director I've been going to for fucking 5 years. Whenever she was like the only one. Shout out to Lori Wyman. You are amazing. I love your face. But it was hard as fuck to get into her office. She was the only legit one in Florida at the time.
Yeah.
I mean, really legit. And she took her craft seriously. You couldn't pay your way in. You weren't fucking your way into that shit. You just had to be good.
Right.
I went and audition, and I guess I wasn't that good, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't get it. But I was good enough to where she had a feeling she wanted to fuck with me. But finally this role comes, I get called for it from my agent, like, yo, Lori called you for this.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, okay. So I go in, I book the role. It's gonna be union. Wow. Dreams come true. Everything's gonna be cool. About 2 days before, bro, I go into the fucking audition. They say, all right, he's got a gun to the back of your head. I start crying. Nah, man, don't shoot me, man. Nah, fuck, no, please. Whatever the fuck the role was. But I really started tearing up. I was funny and I teared up. Yeah. So the director's like, oh my God, done. Fucking good. You're good.
Yeah.
Everything's good. So I booked the role like a week before. I get a call from casting for somebody, and they're like, "Look, there was a rewrite, and the guy who robs you, he dies in the scene previously. So
no one to rob you.
No one to rob. Sorry."
Damn.
And so okay, no union, no nothing. So I'm like, "Fuck. Well, that sucks." But again, man, patience. Don't burn no bridges. Stay positive. Go after your motherfucking dreams, motherfucker.
Yeah.
And I did that. No, I was probably pretty negative and sad and upset, but I kept going after my shit, and dude, luckily, I think 2 months later, I don't know if it was the same director, same producer, something, but they're like, "Yo, bring that guy back. He's got the part." I didn't even have to audition.
Wow.
Granted, much shittier role, but very fitting for me.
Good.
And it was the pothead kid in the show Burn Notice, opposite the legendary fucking, oh my God, Bruce Campbell and Jeffrey Donovan. Wow. And so I'm sitting there, I'm like, all right, cool, man. So my line is like, "Oh, you know that dude? The mustache man? Yeah, man, mustache man went down over there, man." You know, some shit like that. Born for it. I've been smoking weed since I was a little baby. You know what I mean? I know that. I know that guy. I know the guy in the yellow buggy. He used to sell me weed. So I played that guy. And I did that, got me into the union. And then I was stupid enough to think, oh, bro, I made it, right? Like, cool, I'll start planning for LA. And but at the time, I lived in this little one-bedroom apartment with my dad and my grandpa. And my dad suffered from like kind of mental illness and addiction most of his life. Amazing, wonderful person. Everything he did for the world was positive. All the bad shit was more inner. Yeah. And so I felt like I had to take care of him. And then my grandfather was getting old, so I felt like I had to take care of them. It was a good thing I stayed though too, because so this movie comes in. We don't know what it is, and you know what? This is a long story, but fuck it. That's what we're here for, right?
Yeah, exactly. This is about your story, man.
All right, so I booked this really shitty gig, but it's a gig, so I'm happy, as Bubbles the Elephant, right? In a kid's show. Now, that's cool, whatever, right? But Bubbles the Elephant is in a, like, 2,000-pound animatronic suit.
Oh.
And I had to, like, step up this step ladder, have a fucking crane lift. It was really cool experience, but it's not like I made it.
Yeah.
I'm the fucking giant elephant. Hi, kids, do you know how A means apples? You know, that kind of shit, right? So I'm just a voice in a giant fucking animatronic suit. And when I get in it, dude, it was so cool, though. There's like lights and all this shit. There's a little fan right there or whatever. No big deal. They're lowering me in. I nick my elbow. Just a little bit. Yeah. I noticed it, like, oh, whatever, you know. I kept going, worked for like a couple of hours, and then it was lunchtime. They're like, all right, bro, they needed to get 4 people. Once they lowered me in, it was 4 people on another ladder to put the fucking the head on it.
Oh, wow.
It was like a big deal. It was very weird. And it was a live show. I don't even think it got picked up, but they taped it live, and then there was an animated segment. I had to go in and do all the voiceover work. It was an interesting thing. But anyway, So a couple days in, I go into the thing. I nick my elbow. I'm in the suit. They bring me out for lunch. And I guess when they're pulling me out for lunch, I had a white shirt on. So there's just like a little bit of blood like on my stuff.
Oh, no.
And everybody's freaking out. And I'm looking, it's already healed up and shit. I'm like, guys, you guys are paying me like $800 a day. It's cool. I can scratch my fucking elbow. I've done labor pool, all right? I've had fucking sheets of metal almost smash into my face for $4 an hour, motherfucker. Like, this is great. Cut me again, bitch. Let's get it. But I noticed like there was something uncomfortable. The whole vibe shifted just because I had a fucking little cut on my arm. Now, obviously, I'm older now. I'm wiser now. It was an insurance issue. They thought I'd sue them or something. I don't know. But the suits were talking, and eventually they come up to me, and then they were like super mean. They were like, "You're supposed to fit in that." I'm like, "I did fit in it. I just hadn't. You didn't tell me there was a fucking million pieces of wire and shit in there. I would have tucked my elbows. That's all." I was getting lifted by a thing, and I was looking up in amazement, and then I nicked my. Nope. It wouldn't have happened if you fit. Your sizes are wrong. You lied.
Oh my God.
I'm like, okay. So basically they fire me, but they still got to pay me. Because they got to pay me for that whole motherfucking shit. Like, bitch, you think I didn't go to wardrobe and you didn't fucking size me up after I gave you my sizes, right? You guys knew I fit. So it was all like a ploy for them to save themselves. I was super pissed, but I'm like, yo, I don't have to go to this annoying. I'm Mr. Bubbles the Elephant. You know how annoying that shit was? You know how much it hurt my voice at the end of the day? Ha ha, kids, it's fucking bullshit. So I hated the gig, but I was happy for the money. So I got paid the whole thing out front, and I don't have to do it. That day, I'm like, do I laugh? Do I cry? I don't know how I feel about this. My agent calls me. She goes, dude, get a fucking suit, get a fucking tie, go to Lori Wyman's right fucking now. And I'm like, why? She goes, I wasn't even going to tell you. A huge movie's in town. Lori called for you personally, but you booked fucking Bubbles, so there's a conflict. What are you going to do? You can't leave Bubbles for an audition. You wouldn't have the time. This is a blessing. Thank God they fired you. Go now.
Yeah.
I didn't have a suit. I didn't have a tie. I went to one homie's house and got a suit that was too big. Went to another homie's house, got a dress shirt that was too small. You know, I went to another friend's house, found a tie.
Yeah.
And then I showed up at Lori Wyman's. And when I opened the door, there's just little kids everywhere. So you know what that
Another kid's show, yeah.
well, no, not that. I didn't think that though that would have been right. Oh fuck! But no, my thought. Oh, I missed my time.
Oh yeah.
Right. Yes. Normally, I go into a room. It's a bunch of other ugly Jewy looking guys. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, okay, this is. I got this. I'll be all right. But now it's
He's
a bunch.
Jewish. He can say that.
Yeah. I mean, profile.
Right.
Profile. All right. So anyway. So fucking anyway, yeah. So I get there, I see all the little kids. I'm thinking, oh, I guess I missed it, right? Or this is not my day. I don't know.
Yeah.
And I go in there and Lloyd's like, oh, Matt, you're here. Okay, awesome. I found out later, bro. And this is why persistence is key. Sorry, I'm talking so much. I guess that's the point of a podcast. I don't know. Yeah. But this is why persistence is key. Is you know, just keep fucking going, man. Do your best. Because sometimes the people that you really just wish would pay attention have been paying attention. They're just waiting for the right thing. Yeah. And they don't owe you shit. And the right thing might come and it might have been right for you and it'll go to someone else. It doesn't matter. Like my pop used to say, show the fuck up.
Yeah.
When I told him I wanted to do this type of acting shit, he goes, dude, I don't know nothing about this world. I smoke weed and I followed Bob Dylan for 2 years. I don't know about the acting world. But he goes, but I do know if you want something, you just show the fuck up. Yeah. And eventually, if you show the fuck up, you'll be in the right place. You showed up to the right place and it'll work out. And be good. Right? Show the fuck up, practiced and learned, right? Like know what the fuck you're doing. Don't just show up like I want to do it. God, those are the worst people. Yeah. No, that'll never work out for you. You're better off staying home practicing your craft than going out unready, right?
For sure.
But anyway, that's not the point. So anyway, yeah, this whole time this woman was waiting for this thing for me. So this is an amazing. So I go out and I'm like, hey, did I miss it? She goes, yeah, you missed it by 2 days, dude. She goes, this casting already came. But I've wanted you for this. You are right for this, and it's a good opportunity. And I'm like, cool. And I see the line, and the line is John Doe, great speech man. Oh. I'm like, that's not a lot. I mean, you know where it's coming, but I'm like, that's not. Everyone's acting like this is a big deal, man. I went all over fucking Miami and Hollywood collecting a suit for John Doe, great speech man. They can't even write a good name. These motherfuckers can't even write a good name. Well, little did I know when a movie is as big as this movie was, they don't tell you they're not going to tell you who the name is because you're going to go tell everybody, and now people know the movie shooting. So anyway, I went in, and they gave me a little backstory. They're like, you're at a convention, but not like a comic convention, but you're a nerdy scientist, and you just saw the king of science. This is how they explained it. Now, again, you know who this is, but the way they explained it was pretty dope to get the scene. You are a nerdy guy who just you're like like a Silicon Valley creator type, right? Mm-hmm. But you haven't made it yet. Yeah. And you are at this convention and you just got done seeing the king, basically Apple, right? Mm-hmm. You just saw the king of Silicon Valley motherfuckers, the king of invention, the richest, the coolest, and good looking, and all the girls like him. He's what you want to be. And now the convention's almost done. Everyone's drinking. You've had a little bit to drink. You're on your way out. Oh shit, there he is. Go. So I was like, John Doe, great speech, man. And like, tone it the fuck down. I'm like, cool, it's one line. I just went for it. So I'm just like, yo, John Doe, great speech. And I just did it a few times. She's like, cool, you got this. I'm like, I hope so. They never really tell you that. And if they do, who knows. But anyway, I got it. I booked it. The day comes where I go to the trailer. I still don't know what the fuck it is, but I'm like, hey, this seems there's a lot more people and a lot more things happening. There's a lot of trailers. There's a lot of security and police. And wait a minute, I'm being shuffled down the street. They shut down the street. Like, oh, fuck, okay, I'm in something big. I get to my trailer, contract sign the contract. Normally the script is waiting for you right there with the call sheet. No, just the contract. I sign it. 2 minutes later, someone picks up the sign sheet, comes back, slaps the fucking thing on the desk. I got the call sheet, Robert Downey Jr., fucking Jon Favreau. I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm in Iron Man 3, motherfucker. Goddamn. Oh, shit. So I start calling everybody. Hey, Dad, I'm in Iron Man 3. Okay, cool. I think that's a big deal, right? Yeah, that's a pretty big deal, Dad. I think it's a big deal, Dad. I think I made it. I didn't make it. But one more stepping stone. But I truly, truly believe, like, oh, this is it. I spent 14 hours, and I was like one of the only, I was the only person that day that was a U5.
Yeah.
And so it wasn't like I was with the U5ers. It was me and Jon Favreau and Robert Downey. And the saddest part about the story is, like, if this happened now, Oh man, I would have collected. Even if they kicked me out, I would have got emails, numbers. I would have been, you see, like But I was just so like, oh my god, like I was in shock, bro. I just showed. I didn't even know what I didn't mentally prepare for it. Nothing. So, yeah. So I was just hanging out with these dudes all day, just trying to soak up all that energy. I got a bunch of stories about that, but you probably have more questions.
No, for sure.
Oh, answer the question. I did Iron Man 3. I was in the union. Yeah. My dad and grandpa were like, "Go, leave. If you're gonna try it, now's the time to try it, dude." And like. In Florida, you're like, oh, well, you're doing good in Florida. In Florida, literally, we filmed Iron Man 3. And I'd say, like, I could be exaggerating, but I think like a week to a month later, either a new mayor came in or some rules changed, but the rules were so bad for tax incentives and filming in Miami and Fort Lauderdale that the 3 big shows that were basically everyone I knew got 8 off of them, which was The Glades and Burn Notice. And there was another one, I think. Well, whatever. It didn't matter. It was definitely The Glades, and there was Burn Notice, and then there was countless movies coming in, like a new movie every other month. It was a good place to work, especially once you got in the union. There's not a lot of competition. All that changed, bro. Like I'm talking like crickets.
Damn.
The productions closed. They turned. There was a giant warehouse district that literally became the studios for Burn Notice. They turned it into a dog park for the rich people that lived in the apartment buildings upstairs.
Fuck.
Slaughtered an entire. Thriving business, employees and all whatever. It doesn't matter for a dog park.
Wow.
Yeah, terrible.
Wow.
But yeah. So anyway, so I had to move. If I wanted to keep doing it, I had to move, and so I did. And really, at the behest of my dad and my grandpa, they were like, not to get real sad, but they were like, dude, you're gonna come home one day. One of us is gonna be dead. You're gonna have to deal with all that. Then another one of us is gonna be dead. And what do you think? You're gonna have the apartment? Like you're gonna just pay for the apartment now? Like how's that gonna work? So now you're not, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Be miserable. Go after your fucking dreams and let life happen on its own. And I moved out here, and 3 months later, my fucking dad died.
Oh my goodness.
Then 3 months after that, literally a year after that, my grandpa died, my grandma died. My whole family, like everyone that raised me. I have my brothers, my sister, thank God, my mom, awesome. But I grew up, they were divorced. I was basically with them, and lost my whole family. So I was like, if I didn't move here and go after it, bro, Florida's a rough place. You know what I mean? And that's another thing. I would go to my friends' houses I grew up with, and they'd be shooting machine guns in the air. A month after my dad died, my 2 best friends or brothers got locked up for 6 years. We thought they were doing life because they got into a shootout. Wow. And it was just, and I would have been right there. And my dumbass, I'm so stupid. I have Napoleon syndrome. I would have been running. I would have been just trying to protect them and probably ego. And so the best decision of my life was to leave, actually. But I really left thinking I made it. Like I really came out here like, I made it, dog. And then it's been struggle after struggle, but we're on the way now. It's good now.
Good.
It took 12, 13 years.
For sure, man, for sure. I mean, I kind of want to know too, like what was kind of like that culture shock that you first experienced, like, as far as like East Coast versus West Coast?
Oh yeah. Oh man, there was a culture shock. Well, so I'm from a melting pot. I'm from Fort Lauderdale, Miami. So I'm used to it. It's a melting pot, but it's a different type of melting pot in a sense, right? Like a lot of islanders, right? I grew up with a lot of Cubans, a lot of Haitians, Jamaicans. And I think out here is so on my side, it's the first stop for one side of the world, right? If you're coming to America, you're coming in from this side, right? Ellis Island, that kind of shit. And that's old days, but you know what I'm saying? And then on the other side of the world, you're stopping on the West Coast. So I think it's like, it's very interesting where it's like the same thing, but the cultures are different. It's less island culture. Like for example, I knew like I had Mexican friends, but Mexican culture in Los Angeles is, it's huge. Mm-hmm. In Florida, it's mostly Caribbean. It's like Cuban culture, Puerto Rican culture. It's very different. Very different, but very same. We're all fucking the same, really.
Yeah.
But that was one thing. Visually and everything, there's so many fucking people in one place in one time. That shit blew my fucking mind, dude. Like I remember, like growing up, I'm in Fort Lauderdale. It's a city. You go to Miami, it's a bigger city. There's a lot more people. Dude, when I first drove into Hollywood Boulevard, like down Hollywood Boulevard, and there's people are walking diagonally, like there's a diagonal crosswalk. I didn't know what the fuck to do. I almost had a fucking heart attack, man. I was like, oh my God, they're all direction. And then you get out of and then I'm thinking, my whole life, this is gonna be the most beautiful place ever. Mm-hmm. And I walk down like, heroin needle, homeless person, that lady's being attacked. Like, well, what the fuck? Where am I? Right? Like, oh, I could have stayed in Miami for this shit. This is Florida shit. So honestly, it was very different and very exactly the same. A major thing that this might sound weird for anybody that's not from like a flat land, like Florida's flat, straight flat, at least South Florida. Like the only mountain, we don't have the only high elevation thing, and for 200, 300, 400, 500 miles from where I live is a trash hill. I swear to God, this is not a lie. This is Florida shit. Is a fucking trash hill that they covered with fake grass. Hold on. They put a fucking park bench at the top. So it's like a romantic sit with your girlfriend on a fucking trash hill and overlook the swamps.
That is the trashiest Florida shit I've ever heard.
That's just Florida shit in a nutshell. The city did that, right? Like that was our federal government was like, let's just not do anything with the trash. Let's just pile the trash up and then lay a blanket over it that looks like grass. Tell people they can now jog there and it's for health benefits. Guess what? It smells like fucking shit.
Right, and the smell is not good for your health benefit.
No, and when it rains, you know like the beautiful smell of soil? Right? It's kind of stinky, but it's soil, it's earthy, it's kind of nice, right?
Yeah.
Imagine that mixed with like putrid asshole juice. Putrid, smelly asshole juice. Maggots eating that asshole juice, shitting out more, the remains of asshole juice turning into more asshole juice. It's a horrible situation. I just wanted to see how many times I could say asshole juice on a podcast. Before I came, I bet my friend, you owe me $100, bro. I said it 5 times.
All right.
5.
Was there a parlay on that?
I think I'm gonna get some money. No, yeah, that's as Florida as it gets, bro. It's a trash hill. Yeah. But yeah, so it's okay. That wasn't my point though. So when I came out here, I don't know if this makes sense, but you can see so much.
Yeah.
Right. When something's flat, eventually something's gonna block your view. Right. It's not here. It's here. Right. So if a building, so you can only see as far in Florida as the building or the thing that blocks your fucking view.
Yeah, yeah.
Out here, there could be a mountain blocking your view, but up here, you're on top of the mountain and you can just see for so. I don't think outside of being on an airplane, I've ever seen distances. Well, that's not true because I went to Sweden when I've been to places like this, but living in a place. And I'll give you another example. Like, dude, I went to a shopping mall or a market. I don't even fucking remember where I went, but I went somewhere and I parked on the ground floor because it's the ground that I was walking on in my mind. Right, ground floor is where you walk on. Then I went into the fucking place and I bought some shit. And then I get in an elevator. I see ground floor, so I go in the ground floor. I'm in a new world, homie. Like, not only is my car not there, the scenery is different. Yeah. So I'm like, well, that doesn't make sense. It took me, I think, 4 hours to find out that my car's on the 5th floor. But that doesn't make sense because the 5th floor would not be the ground.
Right.
Because I'd be walking on air.
Right.
Because it's the 5th floor.
Exactly.
But I didn't realize that if a mountain is here and the building's built on the floor and you can now enter it from the fucking mountain somehow, you guys can maybe explain how that works. And then you take the bottom floor, now you're here. So my car's there, but I'm here. Exactly. Yeah, that was weird, bro.
That would throw me off too.
Mind fucked. Everyday mind fucked. One more thing. In Florida, everything is just, because it's flat, it's like gridded. Mm-hmm. So like the rule of thumb growing up, especially I smoke weed, I drive, I don't remember where I am. The rule, you miss the turn, you make a left, you make another left, you make another left, you make a right. Basically just made a U-turn.
Yeah.
Out here, try that.
Right.
Try that. You'll wind up in a new fucking city, bro.
Exactly.
In a different elevation. Yeah. With people from a different part of the world speaking a completely different language, even on the building, the signs.
Yeah.
Because you made the wrong... Yeah. I fucking love this city, but I hate it. It's too much. It gives me a headache.
And so for like our audience that's listening and tuning in, so Matt and I were both in West Coast Jewish Theater's Three Coconuts.
Shout out to West Coast Jewish Theater.
Yes, and Matt played the hippie, and like he was definitely like one of our breakout characters that was just like, stick it to the man, like fuck you, like this is about equal justice, equal rights for everybody. And so it was such a fun production, man.
I love it.
And so the setup was like this mother, she's she's from Poland, immigrates to Chicago to escape the Holocaust, and she's raising a young teenage son, and so like the teenage son is actually our director Howard Teichman, who was actually a teenager at the time that this was all happening. Anyway, so he's like 16.
We got to learn a lot about that guy.
Exactly, have to learn a lot of him. Yeah. And so he's like a 16-year-old boy in Chicago, you know, like with his mom raising him, and like his mom puts an ad in the newspaper to have these 3 random guys show up and blind date them to see who was the best match as a husband for her and a stepdad for Howard. And
she also pulled his pants down in front of company, grabbed his the schmeckle as they put it in the show, right?
Yeah.
And waved it around, going, it's gonna be as big as his father's, and that is assault.
Yeah.
But I guess in those days, he's like, no, that was just normal. And I just didn't. I feel like everyone at the same time, when we all were like, oh, that really happened, we all wanted to give him a hug at the same time. I feel like, oh, bro, you were like molested, kind of in front of people,
exactly,
and nobody helped you. That's terrible.
Yeah, so sad. And so
one day he'll be just like his father's. Like, that's the most like Jewish thing I've ever heard, but it's also not. Like, I can't think of any world where my grandma would ever do that. But saying that, oh, 100%. Like at the table, like, oh yeah, he's gonna be like his father's. Like, that's a Jewish thing to say, but to do, crazy. You should go see the show if we ever do it again.
Right? Yes. And hopefully, like maybe like because you know, like we did do like an internal cast recording, but who knows if Howard decides to put that out there? Yeah.
Shout out to you, man. Thank you, brother. I got to send this shit to my fucking mom.
Absolutely, man.
Thank you, brother.
For sure. And so I play a pimp that lives upstairs, and so it's like a very like funny dramedy. And you know, I want to know from you, man, was there any favorite moments from this, like from that production that you'd love to share? Any insights, fun things that happened, quirkiness, anything? You
mean like from like the show itself, or like behind the scenes kind of shit?
Yeah, like the behind the scenes stuff. Yeah.
I mean, I guess it wasn't good, but when Shelly fell, that was fucking terrible.
Yeah. So the guy that played Howard's like Uncle Irving, he had a terrible fall. Like literally halfway through the run, we felt so bad for like, you know, and like he's on the road to recovery at this point. Shout out Shelly, we love you.
Shout out Shelly.
Yeah,
I love that guy. That he's one of the main reasons why. I mean, obviously I'm an actor, I want to act. Yeah. But when they told me Shelly was in the play, I'm like, oh, I'm in, because me and Shelly did we did a play, 8 years ago now, called Broadway Bound.
Yeah,
which was amazing. It was a Neil Simon play. In fact, while we were rehearsing, Neil Simon passed away. Wow. And his wife and his daughter came to our show. Wow. It was really very emotional, really cool. Yeah, very cool experience. But Shelly was in that. Me and him just bonded, man. I have an affinity for old people. I really do. Yeah. And I think it's because, obviously, like losing people, you know, my dad and my grandpa, and I spent so many years, I want to say taking care of them, but we were like the 3 amigos, man. We took care of each other, you know? And I miss that, man. I miss that. And so I'm wise enough to know that's what it is. Because you get me around an old person, and I'm just like, you want to go to lunch? You want to go to a deli? You want to go get some food, man? Like, I just love, I love old people. And so, I don't know if you know, but like every day, me and Shelly would go get some food after, and like,
I remember that. Yeah. And you are really close.
Yeah, it's my boy, man. It's my boy. And it sucks. It sucks that he fell, but he's in good spirits, and I think he'll be fine. But that was sucks. So yeah, basically, he fell down like right before the curtain opened. Basically, I think the audience heard it and everything. Yeah. And that sucked. But overall, no, I like it, man. I like getting to know you. I like getting to know Joelle's fucking awesome, and me and Dana was in that show also, Broadway Bound.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was great to see Dana again. I love her. Dennis is a trip.
Yeah.
Right. I love Dennis. Yeah. Kyle literally looks like every cop that's ever like, you know, done me wrong growing up, from the mustache to so he was perfect casting. He's cool.
Yeah, he's a solid brother. Yeah.
Warren, bro, everybody, man. Warren, it was a great cast. Skip, shout out to Skip. Skips, bro. I told Skip before like the last, I was like, hey, Match, you know, you're a master. Yeah. Like watching you is a master class. Yeah. In acting, bro. Like, did you know that this motherfucker? Maybe once there was a little variation, but like he found what he wanted and he did that, and he did it again and again and again. Like, how do you do that? Absolutely.
Right? Yeah. And then like, you know,
I mean, 20 shows in, he's hitting the same bop, bop, bop. The rest of us are all over the fucking place. Right. We're improvising and shit. Fucking, what's his name? Howard kept telling Dennis, stop telling Matt to go fuck himself, and you're going to beat him up later after you throw him in the cell, because you guys are supposed to rekindle after this. And he's like, sure thing, got it. And then he kicked me in the cell and be like, I'll see you later, you fucking motherfucker. And I'm like, I guess I'm going to go with, acting's reacting. Fuck you too, man. Right. You know, so, and it was great.
Yeah.
But I think by the end, like, it was just Skip still doing the original play. The rest of us were completely different.
We were doing
play.
3 coconuts at night.
Yeah, 100%.
The evening version,
Yeah.
like the late night version.
The improv 3 coconuts. And Skip is just bam, 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 bam. Like literally, I think if he was, I don't know if we know this. I think if Skip just wasn't the one doing that, it would have been like the glue. We all would have just fell to the side.
And Kevin was consistent as well. Kevin
was too. Kevin was too.
Yeah,
for sure.
And then shout out to Warren. Shout out to Zach.
Kevin was super consistent.
And like Zach, like he played the kid. He played the teenage version of Howard.
Zach was the shit, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Fucking Zach.
Like such a great cast. Like I want to make sure we called everybody out. Like is that everybody? I think we got everybody.
In the acting side.
Yeah, on the acting side.
God, terrible if it wasn't, right? No, for sure. For sure that was everybody.
So everyone was definitely great to work with, and then a shout out to our crew as well. We love all of you guys. It was 13 people part of the crew.
Sienna was a rock star, dog.
Jordan,
and her
brother,
the sibling duo, dog.
Right, exactly.
Hey, if you need a play to not go off the rails while it's not to their fault but to everyone else's fault going off the rails, get them because they brought that shit, right?
Oh yeah,
man.
The Vivianos,
Pure
they are
professionalism.
professional for sure. And then Bill, like on the production staff, for the sound. Ellen with the lighting design, we can get definitely go on and on. But just want to say shout out to everybody that was involved in that production. And
but fuck that one. No, I'm kidding. There is normally always one, but not really. Not on this one. Like everyone was pretty cool.
There's always that one diva in every show, but we didn't have one in this one. No,
maybe because please.
I don't think.
Okay,
no.
thank you.
Yeah. There was no diva.
You ever
in this
feel
show.
like if you're like, oh, I can't think of that one person in my group that's that person, and the joke is, well, that's because it's you. You know what I mean? I was like, in this play, everyone was really cool. I don't think
had a solid group of people.
Cool.
But and so I want to know as well, so do you do musical theater as well, or just straight plays?
Well,
okay.
I guess saying no is not fair. I started sort of so I always wanted to do more. I mean, I'm not a singer.
Okay.
But I always say that, and I have thousands of people all over the world that actually do like it when I sing.
Yeah.
But it's very specific. If anything, I could really do I could performance sing. But if I got to hit like a note or something, no, it's not fucking happening.
Yeah,
Probably not even with practice. Because of spoken word though, I can do. So anyway, when I was younger, this is actually good. Okay. I got to shout out to this program. It's called Love Well, right? We were talking earlier about my child. I think what really helped shape turning me into a professional, really wanting to dive into the craft and everything, is I did this program when I was real young, from about I'd say 13 to basically 16, and it was called the Lovewell Institute of Performing Arts, and they were amazing because the people paid to get in there, but if you auditioned and you could prove that you weren't, didn't have any money, they would literally just be like, come in.
Wow.
You had to be great. That's the one thing. Even if you had the money, you had to be, great. We were kids. You had to be good and be serious. So once you got in, they put us in a room, right? And this is your first, and if you weren't there before, it's mind-boggling. But they put you in a room, and they go, okay, guys. They pull up a dry erase board. Now, okay, let's backtrack. As a kid, you go into this program, and they tell you, within 3 weeks, you're going to have a play ready to perform, and you're going to perform that play for another 3 weeks. So you think, okay, 3 weeks of rehearsal. If you've already done this, you kind of get it. 3 weeks of rehearsal, 3 weeks of performance. And you get there, they put you in a room, and they drag up this whiteboard, and one of them, who's been doing this for 40 years, will come, sits down, puts their, all right, guys, what's our play about? We all look at each other like, what the fuck are you talking about? They're like, oh, well, going to write the play.
Oh.
Wait, what? Oh, yeah, no, you guys, I'm sorry, you guys didn't know the program? Here's the program. You have 5 days to write this play, to write the music for this play, to write the lyrics to the music for this play, to choreograph, to block, to do the dance numbers. You have 5 days. Then we're going to rehearse for 2 weeks, and then you're going to perform it for 3 weeks. And then they just stay quiet and they wait, because the same thing happens every year. We're like, oh, well, this isn't going to work. This isn't going to work. They're going to, okay. They wait for everyone to calm down with their little, oh, we can't do it. No. Right? And then they go, well, program's been running for 50 years all over the country, all over the world. And it's never not once accomplished its goal. So if you guys are telling me that you're going to be the first group of kids that don't succeed after 50 years of doing this, then, by all means, I guess, be that group. But that'd be crazy.
Right.
And so now you know it's possible, and you're motivated because I ain't gonna be the one person in 50 years to fuck this train up, right? And you get this fire under your ass, and you realize the system is down packed. My dad used to tell me at this time, because I go home and be like, this shit's annoying. These theater kids are fucking weird. They don't like me. I don't like them. And he'd be like, look, you're learning more than you have any fucking idea. And if this is what you want to do with your life, everything you're learning here, you're going to take with you for the rest of your life. Fuck you, Dad. What are you talking about? He was right. I mean, and they always fucking are.
Right.
Unless
somehow,
you got
some way.
Yeah, so they're always fucking right. If they're good. And so I kept with it, right? And sure enough, it was fucking incredible. And at some point, they realized who's who. Okay, you guys are great thespians. You guys read your lines, get ready to play these parts. Normally, I mean, it wasn't always like this, but normally it'd be like 3 or 4 girls that are like have been doing dance class their whole lives because that's what they do. Boom, you're doing choreography. Now, they had one adult that led each team, not to interfere, but to keep on track. And that one adult would be like someone who's done choreography for 30 years. So the one that's helping, or not helping, but there while the kids make the music, he's done music for musical theater and Broadway and stuff for 30 years. All of these people are like top of their class. They get hired just for this thing. And they're all alumni of it and carried it with them. And so to this day, again, I've never really gotten along that well, especially when I was younger, still angst and figuring out who I was. I was a tough kid. They were very emotional kids. I was hiding my emotion. So I wasn't ready to be a theater kid, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But I loved it. I loved it so much. It was my everything. And then the funniest thing is when these shows came on, my dad would be there, my mom would be there, my family, the very Jewy family, and then all my fucking homies, and they're like fucking tatted up and fucking some showing have no class at all with a fucking wearing a fucking wife beater and all yo, that's my fucking dog up there. Like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Like I had it was the rowdiest the plays have ever been in Florida in those days. It'd be wild, but I loved it, man. I fucking loved it. But that really, I kind of lost track again, I think. But I that's where I kind of learned shit. So to say I don't do musical theater would be crazy because I literally got started in musical theater. But I was a spoken word poet my whole youth, which is an interesting thing. But and I traveled the country. I won competitions and all this shit. And so they would do that. They would have a talent show like the first week, kind of gauge like, okay, what is everybody doing? Oh, bro, great poem. Go write one. Wait, what? Oh, you think you were gonna just do a poem in front of all, so now you're not gonna do one at the show? Fuck you. Go write your fucking poem, bitch. You're doing a poem for the play. Your character's a poet now, right? Yeah. So cool. And so they would kind of do stuff like that. And so it was incredible, bro. It was fucking incredible. I mean, imagine a bunch of unorganized, artsy fartsy kids from all different walks of life creating a fucking cohesive piece of art in 5 fucking days. And we did it.
Yeah.
And I got addicted to it. And it took me. I think this is where art saved my fucking life, bro. And I mean that, bro. Like I really was going to bad in my leisurely time. The people in my proximity would take me to places that I had no business being.
Right. Yeah.
Many people died. Many people were involved in we don't have to get into it, just really crazy shit. My acting and my art took me to Sweden, took me to Paris, to Los Angeles, California. Put money in my pocket. I love it. I fucking love it. It's my everything. So I would say my start was musical theater, but when it came time to do the musical theater, my character always found his way slowly walking to the back while these beautiful singers would, but this is also when I experienced, so, okay, back up. As a spoken word poet, especially doing performance poetry, it's very easy and very normal for that to lead into hip hop, right? Mm-hmm. It's basically the same thing, just without silence, with some beat behind it. Not always good hip hop. Sometimes I don't know how to get on beat, but I always was rapping. I was a part of who I was. So it's very normal, I think, for a poet to become somewhat of a Black Thought type, Nas, Kendrick kind of rapper, which is what I am, right? That's that kind of lyrical type of thing.
Yeah.
But what the musical theater taught me is that I can write beautiful fucking songs. And to this day, I think some of my best work has been performed by people way more talented than me that can sing. We wrote in one of these plays. We wrote this thing that I will love to the day I die, and one day I will hope to redo it in a way into something that I'm doing. I don't know how to explain that, but basically, the idea was this whole section of this play was in poem form, and they were like, Matt, you're the poet, go write it. And so the idea is that in this dystopian world that we've created, everything good is a crime. And so we created a court scene where, here comes Mr. Rigamaroo, who helped an old lady across who helped a lady across the street, maybe too. Ooh, that kind of shit. Very corny, but it was supposed to be. And it was like supposed to be a warped Shel Silverstein, Dr. Seuss kind of vibe. But in it, obviously I just butchered that. I don't remember the poem leading up to the song, but I'll never forget the song. And at the end, they're though they helped too many old ladies, and they healed a person who was, they were very good people, and so life. I find you guilty, life. And then they get up and they're like, wait, that classic. Yeah. I got something to say. Dun dun dun. That kind of shit. And I'll never forget. Man, I wrote this at 12 years old, bro. Injustice and dignity, ignorance, apathy. When will we have all our rights to just being me? Right?
Okay,
I fucked that up a little bit.
Okay.
But the main thing was it became this crescendo. Not guilty. Oh my God, it was so good, bro. So shout out to fucking Lovewell, dog. I mean, when I say I wrote it, I wrote a lot of the poem. There was musical people. This kid Jacob Jeffries, who now is like kind of in his own right, is a pretty well-known, amazing musician, doing decently, like making a good living, I think, doing music. And yeah, bro, it was such a thing. So yes, I love musical theater. I love writing musical theater. But you saw what I just did. Not guilty. Like, yeah, not happening, homie.
Hey, man, you still got a voice there, bro.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
No, for sure. No, I love musical theater. That's what I mostly do. And so, it's rare that I'll do plays. It's like maybe for every 5 or 6.
Voice? You got a voice on you?
Oh, yeah.
Fuck yeah. I would love to hear it. That's not...
Like, one of my favorite musical theater shows I've ever done is Rent.
Yeah.
And I played Collins twice,
Oh,
so like, open your doors, I'll be your tenant. Now, I
could never.
My voice gotta,
Great. I mean, bro, obviously, you'd practice or whatever, but no, dude, I could never. So like, my version of that would be like, I would da 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 da. Like, right, I would have to rap it in. I don't know. I don't even have a version of that. I just wouldn't get that role, like, ever. I would just never get that. I wouldn't even audition for it. So I love musical theater. I would love to write something like that and then have someone like you performing it. That to me is
for sure.
Sorry, was that too fast?
Oh, Harley. Yeah.
That's a good dog.
For those of you that may be listening to the audio only version, Harley's over here just on the set. She's getting all the pets from Matt. But yeah, and speaking of even just rapping, so, I remember overhearing a story while we were backstage for one of our shows, and you were telling us about how, you're putting out new music, and you also got to rap with Snoop Dogg and work with him on some stuff.
Fucking
so tell
nuts,
me,
right?
what was that like?
Nuts. Well, even before that, it is crazy. I've worked with so many people that I've in the music industry, and both really, but more the music industry, like just people I've grew up loving, man, and it's amazing. It's amazing. I'll tell you how that whole transition happened. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So in Florida, when I was a little kid, I always rapped. It was just what I did. But I didn't, I never rapped about ego shit or car shit. And if you remember, like the early 2000s, kind of that they call it the golden age of hip hop. I really think it was when shit just became all braggy and It wasn't as like deep or poetic, at least not mainstream. So I dove very like backpacky and that kind of shit, and I loved it. But I also felt like I'm an actor, I'm a comedian, right? Like I've never seen, just at least in this time, it's kind of changed, but in those days, like Eminem was a great rapper, but it was like all like, I hate my mom. And like that just, I didn't know where I fit in that world because I'm like a white Nas, if anything. Like I'm talking about introspective shit. And like, I also just felt, does anyone even want to hear this shit nowadays, right? My homies all do, my friends do. Whenever I seem to share my stuff, people seem to really, really like it. And I love doing it. Like one of my favorite things to do is to write about how I feel about shit. And I'm a decent writer, I think.
Yeah.
So I just always did it. It was never like chains and da-da-da-da. I was more earth tones, you know, like poetry shit. And so like the hip hop was just in my heart. I did it. I've always done it. My entire life has been that just like being somewhere and, you know, motherfuckers be like, I bet Matt will out rap you. I'll give you $20. And I'm like, all right, man, buy me a bag of weed and I'll get this $20 for you real quick. And so like, it's just what I'm good at. And so I did it for my friends, my family, and at their request. And then on my own free time, that's what I do for fun. In fact, I've got my 10,000, I would say I got my 10,000 hours in the studio way before I got my 10,000 hours in as an actor. As an actor, you're always waiting to be let in. I don't have the money. You don't make money in the weekend working a day job to put on to make a movie set for you to act in.
Right.
But you can get 2-3 hours in the studio. So, you know, for me, making music, people go to clubs, spend $200 on a bottle. At least that's what I hear. I never seen it. I don't go there. Yeah. People got hobbies. They got all this shit. My shit was sitting in my room, smoke a little weed, listen to a beat, write about something, either something very personal to me or something about the world that I see. And it just meant a lot for me to do that. And I never put it out, never mixed and mastered it, never took it seriously. And so over the years, I started to gain this, and I bet a lot of people will be able to relate to this, and I hope that you could do something about it once I say it, but I started feeling this guilt, this sadness. And I don't think that your talent should ever bring you sadness. Right? Mm-hmm. It should help you cultivate sadness into something more powerful. Right. But it shouldn't bring you sadness. And here's why I say brought me sadness. I would sit down and think, man, you know, I'd go back and listen to a song I did when I was 16, and I just couldn't help but being like, you know, I could have been a contender. You know what I mean? Like I could have fucking did that shit, bro. I'm even better now. Fuck, why didn't I release it? Talk to a friend's like, hey man, bro, you know, I still rap that one song, da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah. Man, you know, I wonder how many people could have still been rapping that song if I actually did it. So, but then, you know, another acting gig, you know, I gotta survive. It's hard to live out here, man. So, you know, you're doing what you can to survive. You just don't have time to think about it. And every facet of my life that I've chosen is an impossibility because I'm a fucking idiot.
Right.
Be a comedian. Fuck fame. Be a successful money in your pocket comedian. Okay.
Right.
Be a successful actor. Okay.
Right.
All right.
It's hard.
Fucking get the fuck out of here. Only 1% is making million. And they'll make 70, 80 million on a movie and then go talk about how they're so like left wing. And bro, you are a capitalist pig. Go fuck yourself. If you donated 30% of every film you did to the rest of us, we'd all have houses like it was in the 80s, you bitch. You know, I did commercials with 6 spots and got $4,000.
Wow.
I know back in the early days, you'd get, you know why I got $4,000 is because last week they did a commercial with some name and he got 44 million. Yeah. Well, fuck, if you give me $55 million, give me $45 million. Right. I'll be very happy with that. Right. Give that other 10 to everybody else. Exactly. The other 9 people that are acting, split 10 million for them and change their fucking lives. Can you imagine they never once say that?
Yeah.
You know, John Candy used to do shit like that. There's like little stories of people that used to do that. And that's proof that it can be done. Mm-hmm. And shame on all you A-list cocksucking motherfucking piece of shit ass fucking piece of, I hate you. I hate you all. If you make more than $1 million doing what we all do, go fuck yourself, you little bitch. You're the problem. I don't want to hear your opinions on politics. Right. You are the issue. How dare you basically be one of the wealthiest people in the world to do what you love and then get on a podium and tell everyone else how great you are. Suck a dick.
Or whenever they talk about their struggles, it's so hard. Get like booking work. It's so hard to make money. They're only paying me $2 million for this role.
On a bag of
what will I ever
awkwardly shaped, diseased penises that curl to the left and curve to the right. So once it's in there, you can't even get it out. You know what I mean? That's what I fucking want from you, motherfuckers. And I'll say names, all of them, every single one, all of them. Can you imagine doing a job? Imagine someone's like, hey man, people really like you out there. Come do this job everyone else is doing. I'm going to give you enough money to open a country on an island, and I'm going to pay the rest of them less than minimum wage, yo. Fucking dope, right? Come on, man. Yeah, bro. Suck a dick, you motherfuckers. A bad, like I said, a crooked, diseased one.
Yeah.
All right. I'm sorry, I had to get that off my chest. What were we talking about before that?
We were talking about Snoop Dogg.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I mean, Every A-lister, all of these. But where was I at before we got the... the music. The music.
Yeah.
Okay. How do we go into curved, diseased dicks? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'll just go.
But yeah, you got to work with Snoop Dogg on one of your songs.
Yeah, man. So basically, okay, it's the pandemic, right? And I'm basically telling you the music story because the Snoop thing, as cool as that is, this is an important lesson for everyone to learn. Doesn't mean shit. It's cooler for everyone else. I don't even like the song I did with Snoop Dogg.
What?
I honestly
you don't like your own song?
My least favorite. Well, because I'll explain it. I have a process to making music. Music to me should really be about the song you're making, right? It shouldn't be a commercial advertisement. It shouldn't be. Sometimes you have to do what you got to do. My biggest downside, I guess, in music is that I really, if I'm sad, like let's say this month I'm just going through some real depressive shit, then I'm going to have a lot of depressing songs. And I have crazy output. I'll go do 14 songs in a 12, 13-hour session. So if all of those songs are written in the same time, if unless you're a real big fan, you might not realize, all right, Matt's going through something. This is going to be it for a little bit. And then, hey, man, next month, they might all be really fun. Yeah. Right? Because I'm doing better. But it's very a reflective thing. So I try not to do things like, oh, look at this big thing that I've done to try to like make it. To me, the music is really is art for me. I know that's corny or whatever. I don't mean to take myself too seriously, but it really is. The Snoop Dogg thing was just an incredible opportunity. And it was a bit of a favor from the motherfucking dog father himself. And you don't spit in the face. You don't ask a question to a gift horse. So when I got the verse, it was just, like straight up, I'm a fan of Snoop, bro. I'm a fan of real hip hop. And like, I love that, like, murder was the case that they gave me, you know what I mean? Like that, like real shit. But I do know he's in a different place now, obviously. Mm-hmm. And what I got was basically like, bitches on my dick and all of these hoes and fucking these bitches and fuck these hoes and fuck these bitches. And I get it. Like, bro, I've been making music like that my whole life. Corrupt is one of my favorite artists. I'm a grown ass man. One day I hope to have kids. And if that song comes on, if Corrupt gave a fuck about a bitch, I'd always be broke. I'd never have no motherfucking endo to smoke. You know what I mean? That's like part of the culture. But at some point, I'm 36 years old, and it's like, my last album, I was talking about, like, I really fucked. I had a beautiful, wonderful woman, and I fucked it up. And I think that's a much better song than fuck these bitches and fuck these. Got these hoes on my dick and hoes on my butt and licking on my nuts and licking on my toes. And it's like, look, at some point, and I'm not saying it's even bad. Honestly, I am not a woke person at all. I'm an actual like liberal. I'm an actual like old hippie, like really, I want to fight for change, but I'm definitely not the like spare your feelings type. I've got plenty of fuck these bitches songs. And I think there should be fuck these bitches songs because fuck these bitches, not women, but fuck those bitches. Right. In the same way that women need those songs, fuck these dudes. Yeah. We all have been hurt, and sometimes it's okay, instead of saying fuck it in here, to just say, go fuck yourself. One of my favorite songs, like, I took the keys, smashed his window, and fuck that motherfucker, I'm gonna go fuck his friend. What is the... Oh man, I'm old school, bro. There's a song, I used to hang out with this dude too in a strip club when I was like fucking 17. That's a whole nother story. Shout out to Ak, man. And Ak did a song that got really big, and then he just took that money and ran, man. And in the song, he fought for this intro to even be in the radio. And the intro starts, I'm not a great singer, but it starts with a woman in like a jazz, you could tell, smoky jazz room. They're like, yeah, baby girl, let's hear it, baby girl. And she goes in, she goes, my baby left me sad and alone until I met his best friend, and he took me to his house, and I said, what'd you say, baby? I said, put it in my mouth. I mean, my motherfucking mouth, you know what I'm saying? The best. Shout out to Ak. I love shit like that. We should be raunchy and nasty and be honest, because look, outside we getting raunchy and nasty and honest, but there's also a time and a place and da-da-da-da, and I wasn't in that time and place. There's also other things too. Like every song I've ever made, celebrity, famous person, whatever, we've all been, only very seldom have I not been in the studio with them, right? So, you know what, let's backtrack. And we'll get back to why I don't like the Snoop Dogg song. I would never live in a world where I didn't do that Snoop Dogg song. So let me not pretend like, oh man, fuck, I'm too good for that song. No, fuck that. Fuck yeah, bro. You kidding me? This song is Snoop Dogg. You know how many rooms that's able to get me into? Yeah. But if it was up to me, we would have made a really profound, beautiful song. Because with his name behind it, that could have really done something. And instead, we kind of just perpetuated the same bullshit that's been perpetuated over and over again without a new point of view. And I tried to change that a little bit in my verse at the end, but I didn't really. I mean, and why would you, right? Like, what am I going to be like? He's like, fuck these bitches and fuck these hoes. And I'm like, and the universe is expanding through my mind's eye, and I see the difference in... Nah, bro, they'd be like, this guy's on fucking drugs or something, man. Like, my whole first verse was about the areola on the titty. I'm sorry, I'm wild. But like...
Hilarious, bro.
But okay, so let's backtrack. Let's backtrack a little bit. So 2020 comes. It's the best year of my life, 2019 going into 2020 as far as movies. I just did I had a great comedy role in a movie, and it came out too. Not the best movie, but great cast. I got to work with Kevin Smith and Jason Mewes, and it was it's in the View Askew universe. It was the first movie directed by Jason Mewes, which is why it doesn't have the Kevin Smith gloss to it, I guess. But everyone's got to start, and Jason's fucking awesome and hilarious, and he was really great person to work with. And so I got to do a movie with him. One of the producers on that was like, hey, I'm going to Bayonne, New Jersey, and you're fucking hilarious. You gotta come do this movie. I don't know if we have a budget to get you out there. I was like, bro, I called everyone I knew. Like, I need to get to Bayonne, New Jersey, motherfucker. I don't know how. I don't know. I know when, but I don't know how. And so I just borrowed from everybody, man. Like, literally, I still owe me. Probably, I got to pay some people back. But literally, man, I found my way to well, first I flew into Philly. And then I drove to Bayonne, New Jersey, and I got to do a part with Jeremy Piven, which was dope. Yeah. Again, I'm not gonna say it was the greatest movie I've ever seen, but hell of a cast. I don't know how they're doing that. I'm so sick of these motherfuckers, bro, that just get money because daddy's rich,
right?
And then you hire the greatest people to do the most shitty writing. Oh, whatever. Let's not get into it. That's not the movie I was in, by the way. I was just randomly venting about other things. But anyway, bro, it was great cast. Fucking. My boy Jamie Kennedy was in that motherfucker, and Jeremy Piven, and half of the fucking Sopranos. Catherine O'Morady, I always fuck her name up. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
From Raging Bull, the opposite fucking. So it was amazing. Sherry O'Terry. So I'm like, dude, this is like crazy. So I did that, and then that led to another one. That led to another one. I got signed on to do a movie opposite Richard fucking Dreyfuss as a shepherd, bro. That's where the beard came from. I never had a beard like this. Yeah. I was going to be a shepherd, homie. Yeah. I grew the beard out and was like, hey, I kind of like this. And then I started balding and I was like, all right, well, now it's just a necessity. But yeah, dude, so like great year. And I filmed the Piven one. I filmed the Jason Mewes one, and every other opportunity done. I mean, the pandemic happened, right? So it's just every production halted. All of them said the same thing. Oh, once this is done, we'll get back to... Get the fuck out of here. All those producers... It's panic mode. They took that money and they ran. Everybody lost money that invested in film in those days. So they took the money and ran. And so obviously when the pandemic stopped, like those movies aren't going to happen. They pissed off all their investors and all that shit. I'm assuming. I don't know all the behind the scenes, but you know how it works. The momentum stops. It's not happening. It's just how it works. So I got real depressed, dog. I'm like, bro, I put 25 years into this impossibility. Ups and downs and ups and downs. And this was the first year of my fucking life where I paid rent off of acting. Wow. And not even the whole year, like 2 months. Yeah. And it was supposed to just cover and it all went to shit. And one of my best friends, shout out to Turtle. I love you, my brother. I do have a turtle. Nothing to do with that show. Turtle was Turtle way before that. Turtle was Turtle. The Entourage boy, if you always say that. But shout out. His name's Matthew Turner. I love you, dog. And Matt just called me one day. He's like, I was just kind of complaining, like, bro, this and that. He's like, man, shut the fuck up. I'm like, God damn, bro. Like, can I vent to my friend? I love you, and I'm really sad right now. He's like, no, bro. He goes, you're pissing me off. And he said some profound fucking shit, man. Very rudely. Very rudely, I might add, Turtle. But that's how I needed to hear it, man. And he said, he goes, you have been, for the past 5-10 years, you have been waiting on using your talent for other fucking people. When your stupid bitch-ass, motherfucking idiot-ass self doesn't realize it's all within you. It always has been within you. And I still listen to your shitty fucking album that has no mixing and mastering. How about you make an album, you actually mix and master it, you put the same effort in your favorite passion that you do to this other shit that relies on other people, which is true. Hey, man, you love to be in musical theater. If no one's putting on a musical theater show, what do? You do it yourself. A fucking man, dog. Yeah, and so and that's really expensive. I don't have the money to do a music theater show, nor do I have money to make a movie, but I can afford to hit up the fucking studio. Yeah. And I got enough friends and enough connections to where, and when I say connections, I got a guy that does drums who will come for free just to do it, at least this once. And so I made an album. Album comes out, and I almost fell into that old repetitive thing where like, okay, I did my job. I recorded it. It's done. I'll put it out. No, that's not how I made movies. Right. When I finished doing my little independent film, we got it colored. We got it sound design, right? Mm-hmm. We look for distribution.
Yeah.
We put money into marketing. It was a business.
Absolutely.
And so I took all that shit and I said, no, I got to do it the same way. And so I paid money out of my pocket, pandemic money, baby. Not, whatever. We're not going to get into that. But I got some pandemic money legally.
Right.
I don't even know. It just
allegedly,
happened. It came. I don't even know where it came from. But, and I made a fucking album, and I made a real album. And I didn't do anything flashy. Dude, the album is sad, bro. Like, I almost didn't put it out. Album's finished. I got the artwork. It's mixed and mastered. It sounds better than anything I've ever done because it's professional. It's ready to go. And then one of my friends calls me. He's like, bro, he was crying. And this is a tough, like toxic masculinity exists. And I'm actually not in the idea that it's even necessarily a bad thing. Toxic masculinity in prison will save your fucking life. Toxic masculinity in the workplace will probably get you fired. Yeah. There's a time and a place for everything. And some things exist because they had to exist for survival, right or wrong. And so this is a very toxic masculine person because he's very hard life. And where he lives, at least in those days, he could have got killed being nice, unfortunately. So when someone like that calls you crying open, it's a powerful fucking thing.
For sure.
We've just pushed past all of the things society have lied to you about. And now we're just two people having a conversation about feelings. I could hear the snot bubbling in his nose over the phone. And I'm like, bro, what's going on? And he said, number one, I relate to everything in the album. And number two, I don't want to lose you. I'm like, what are you talking about, man? He said, dude, I've wrote down every time, and you've mentioned committing suicide about 87 times in this album. I did what? I just write how I feel. I had no idea. I knew I touched on it.
Yeah.
I knew I touched on it. I knew I felt that way at the time. I had too much bereavement, bro. I had too much loss. Like, it was I wasn't suicidal. I don't want to say that. I never made a plan. I'm going to go blow my brains out. But all I wanted with every depth of my soul was just to be wherever my dad and my grandpa was. That's it.
Yeah.
And if that's dead, then fine. That's cool. Just wherever they are, that's where I want to be. In hell, bring me there. Heaven, bring me there. As a wisping around as a ghost. I don't know how it works. I don't know what happens after you die, but wherever the fuck they are, good or bad, indifferent, I want to be there. And I couldn't escape that feeling, so I had to write about it. And what's interesting is when I wrote about it and I put it on paper, the feeling didn't necessarily go away, but I don't want to die.
Yeah.
I have a purpose now. But when he told me that, my first thought was, oh my fucking God, if one person commits suicide because this album inspired them, I won't be able to sleep at night for the rest of my fucking life. Yeah. So do I not put the album out? And he was explaining to me, it's like, no, dude, I won't kill myself because I listened to this album. I'm not alone.
Yeah. Wow.
Immediately put it out. Like, once he said that, done. Boom, put it out. And man, like, I don't give a fuck if you think I got bars. I don't care if, like, you think I look cool or I look bad. Some people think it's hilarious that I somehow look like Adam Sandler and sound like Nas and Pac or something. Like, I don't know. But for me, is like when people tell me that the music saved their lives, and I get that a lot, bro. It's a currency above currency. Like, I can't tell you how many times, like, I don't eat at night. Not now, thank God some good things have happened, as you know about, but before that, I mean, for a long time, I don't eat at night. And I went to sleep with the biggest fucking smile. Because I'm like, there are countless people alive because of a song that I did. What the fuck? And so the feeling of wanting to, like, hurt myself went away, and the feeling of just wanting to express myself. And then every time I got sad or I got mad or I got anything, I realized, oh, hold on. Everybody gets these emotions. Most people are cursed to just having to deal with these emotions. I'm sad because life is sad, so I'm sad now, and hopefully I'll get through it. Well, now when I'm sad, I have a responsibility. I need to take that feeling and I need to put it into something. And now next week I might not be sad, but that song's there. And if you're sad next week, you can come and listen to the song. And I hope it gives you a little bit of a hug, right?
Absolutely.
And so that changed everything. I actually hate when people say I'm a rapper, because I immediately see the gold chains and the this and that. Rap to me is what it actually is: rhythm and poetry. And so it's rhythm and poetry. So I'll explain that. Sorry, I'm a funny guy, but I do take that part of my life kind of seriously, even though there's silly elements.
Yeah.
So now we'll fast forward. So I'm doing it. I put that album out. I decide, okay, I did the art. I got a cohesive look, as you would with a film, right? It's all me, right? It's cohesive. It's really me. It's got some realness to it. It's got a look to it. Now we got to put it out. Now we got to promote it. So I spent months looking up how to do Google Ads, how to do AdSense, how to do Meta, how to do all that shit. Because it's a fucking business now. And I'm not going to drown out here, bro. I'm going to put this shit out. And I made the biggest mistake of my life. I mean, I made a mistake that was the best blessing. And that was, because I didn't have much money. I put $500 into, I'm going to shorten this because this is long and boring, but I put $500 into a promotion that was supposed to last a month. And at the very end, I clicked the wrong button. A couple days later, I had hundreds of people messaging me. I was like overwhelmed with the amount of like real human beings that like got the ad on Google, found me on YouTube or found me on Facebook, and then are like calling my mom, like, "What? You got to tell me about your son." Yeah. So I'm like, okay, this is creepy. And then I'm thinking, I know my music is good, but $500 and it's done this much, like this is crazy. And then I went to go get some food. My card declined, and I look at my Chase, and I'm like negative $3,000.
Damn.
Well, I didn't put 500 a month. At the very end, I clicked daily. I somehow hit daily. So I was seeing the results that like a major label would see and with a new artist. So put $500 a day in this ad and that ad. So I went into debt like fucking $4 or $5,000 over like a week's period, something like that. But it really showed me like, wait a minute, I have something. I had to call my landlord, like, look, you guys want to kick me out? Cool, you're gonna have to call the courts, but I don't have money. And I'm gonna try to get you that money, but I'm just letting you know I don't have rent. And I packed all my shit up in garbage bags and shit like that. And I was just ready to just leave. Like, I don't know, be homeless. And then I got a BMI check for like $2,000. And then I started getting TuneCore money. And then fans bought all my albums. And then they bought the merch. And then and I was like, oh my fucking God. This is insane. I'm used to failure. Yeah. I'm used to everyone telling me, wow, that was really good. No. Wow. Hey, great job, but no. Hey, great job, go do it, but for free. Right? That's been my whole experience. So suddenly I'm making all this money, like not all this money, but I'm making some fucking money off my art. Soul wise, hard as soul, like my dick was hard as a rock. My soul was hard as, I don't know how else to explain it. I mean, I just went to sleep smiling. And then more importantly than that, my number one song, okay, was not about these bitches and these hoes. It wasn't about, I got money, because I would never rap about that. That'd be a bold-faced fucking lie. It wasn't about anything egotistical. It was a song called Whatever Is Whatever. And it's a song about man's inhumanity to man. And I say it that way is because when I was a kid, my dad would come home pretty late at night from the bar. We lived in a little tiny one-bedroom apartment. We slept in the same bed because there was only one room. And he'd lay down in that bed, and we had a routine. We'd watch Happy Days, we'd watch Hey Arnold, because it was the last thing on Nickelodeon before it went from Nick to Nick at Night. If you're old, you know what I'm talking about. So it went from the cartoons, so we watched Hey Arnold, then we watched Happy Days, then we watched Sanford and Son, and then the TV went off, and he'd look at me and he'd go, ask me about life. And we did something called Midnight Talks, and we did this every day my entire childhood that I can think of. And it's kind of funny because it really formed who I am and my opinions on the world. My dad was an old hippie. He fought for, we've talked about this shit before, so you know something about. My dad's an old hippie. Look up what old hippies did besides the drugs and the fucking. And there was some really cool social stuff that they did. He created this thing called Project Gray, where the newspaper in our town called him an N-word loving terrorist.
Oh wow!
And we framed that. It's amazing. An N-word, and said the word. I'm not going to say the word, but it didn't say N-word loving. All right? It said the word on a newspaper, on Broward County's newspaper.
Wow!
Nuts.
Yeah.
So that's the world that he grew up in. And what they did was Project Gray. They'd steal all the books from the black schools. And then, so at the time, a lot during this trying to do the desegregation, a lot of the people would lie, like they do now. Probably, there's no difference between their schools and our schools. Okay. So what my dad did is he'd go and get their fucking books from 47 years ago that were ripped up and all that, take them out of the black schools, replace them in the white schools, and put all the white books in the black schools. Now, they're not idiots. It's not in the curriculum. The next day, the police came, they switched them back, but it was about making a statement. And eventually, JFK created the Project Gray Fund, which ensured every school would have the same
like textbooks and
the same quality textbooks.
Yeah.
So I mean, my dad didn't make that happen, but he was one of the guys doing it. So my dad was the shit. So he would have these amazing conversations with me. Now, what's funny about this is my formative years. This is like this amazing thing about my childhood. But life is both light and dark at the same time. And the truth of the matter is, right? And this is just a funny thought that I've had as an adult. My dad was at the bar drinking all night. Probably did a couple bumps of coke to try to like be able to drive home and keep drinking, came home and was like, you want to have a conversation about life? You know what I mean? So for me, it's like this profound, beautiful thing, but it really probably just goes back. He's fucking coked up at 3 a.m. and he's have a fucking conversation.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Dark and light. And so what's good and what's bad? I don't know. I wouldn't be who I am without those conversations. So thank God for a little yak and a little yay.
Absolutely.
For him, not for me. I've never really partaken in that shit. I smoke weed all day. But anyway, backtrack. So there's this song out, Whatever is Whatever. The song is this almost incoherent. It literally starts off with, my dad used to say, whatever is whatever, right? And then the first lyrics is, this world's a trip and all our leaders are a liar. Little kids expire from gunfire like The Wire. And times ain't changed. It's just the products that we're buying. No, 95% of this world is sheep-minded. Following the leader. Those showers only gases. They'll have them making money or have them buying products, making money off the masses. This is not a pop song.
Right.
This is all about like
bars.
Yeah,
wow.
It's dystopian control.
This crazy world that we're living in,
Yeah.
and like the system that's very fucked.
That's my single, dog. So I'm not thinking people are gonna. I'm thinking the right people are gonna like it, but I'm not thinking it's gonna. Bro, that shit surpassed 1 million streams.
Dude,
It's pretty much whenever someone says, yo, I've been your fan for 5 years, I already know, whatever is whatever. That's the one I promoted. That's the video I promoted.
Okay.
Even that, as far as taking risks, right? So when I edited up that video, I straight up stole footage from my favorite artist, who is a counterculture movie maker named Ralph Bakshi. Incredible. If you've ever seen the movie American Pop, if you haven't, do yourself a favor and watch it. It's incredible. And everything he made were these counterculture, really hardcore cartoons meant for adults. And what we know as adult animation today, Western adult, not Japanese, but a Western adult animation, he's the godfather of it. The Simpsons said thered be no Simpsons without him, like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And his shit was very like fighting the power and stuff like that. And in American Pop, and then there's another one, I think it's called Hey You or something. Just look up Ralph Bakshi, it's in there. But I took his art and I just thought it really fit. And this guy smoking a joint on a rooftop with this guy, and they're kind of talking shit about life. And I'm like, oh, it's kind of, me and my dad talking, right? That type of thing. So I used that, and I got a message from this kid who said, bro, I'm in love with your music, and was really respectful. And then halfway through the message, it turned into, how dare you use my grandfather's work without permission, blah, blah, blah. And I thought the kid was full of shit, right? I mean, most people are full of shit online. So I was like, go fuck yourself, bro. You ain't Ralph Bakshi's grandson. Well, 2 days later, I get a cease and desist letter.
Oh, fuck.
But it's the coolest cease and desist letter ever. It's his, basically says, listen, we actually listened to your music. Ralph heard the song, and we think it fits the counterculture world that his music is from, and we really do like your music. However, we're a little annoyed that you just stole our shit. Totally acceptable message. And then to top it off, you cursed out my fucking son, which is Ralph Bakshi's daughter's son. So I done cursed out my favorite artist's grandson. So I sent a message back just being as honest as possible. Hey, I thought your son was full of shit. I had no idea. I love Ralph Bakshi. To me, that's like this legend. So when he said I'm his son, I just thought, oh, you're just a liar.
Right.
My humblest apologies. But dude, I love Bakshi, and that's why I did it, and I'd love your permission, but if you need me to, I'll take it down, but please don't. I'm an independent artist. This is more traction than anything. I'm literally almost begging, but instead of like, please, 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 it was just like, American Pop is my favorite movie, which it is. The following of the family, and I start talking about, he did Felix the Cat.
Oh, I love Felix the
was
Cat.
it Felix or Fritz? I think it's Felix. Yeah, Felix the Cat. No, I think I'm mixing it up with a different cat.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't matter. It was Fritz, I think, but still, same thing. And like, I'm just saying all the shit that I'm a fan of. And so they sent a message back, and they're like, use it.
Oh.
Use it. Just give them permission. So then I just put, footage from Ralph Bakshi film, blah, blah, blah. But that was like, so now I got thousands of people commenting on it. I got messages up the fucking ass. I got one of my favorite artists who my dad was a fan of in the 70s. I mean, crazy. And then most of all, it's a song talking about, bro, I have a line in that song where I said, my grandpa said them, talking about my grandpa's conversations with Meyer Lansky, a mobster from the 20s. Nobody gives a fuck about this shit, I thought. I thought everybody wants titties and ass and I got a chain and you're broke ass bitch. Doesn't it suck that you're a broke ass bitch? Yeah, you broke ass. Like, and to me, that's the downfall of society, man. Like, how dare we make music demeaning the people listening to them for not having money when having money is mostly an extension of where you were born and the terrible deeds your father did.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, it's this crazy thing where like music has gone to like promoting just terrible, terrible people and their terrible children who are basically turned the world back into kings and queens and knights. Instead of kings and queens and knights, it's business mogul, celebrity, and whatever. But it's the same shit.
Yeah.
Mansion is a fiefdom, and we all work for it, right? So it's like, I don't want to be that guy. So that's why I'm very uncomfortable about the Snoop Dogg song, while also being so goddamn fucking proud of it, because I did a fucking song with Snoop Dogg. That's cool as shit, man. Absolutely. It's just not the song I wanted to do. So now I'll backtrack a little more. So, all right. I start doing the music. One day I bumped into Crazy Bone. Bone Thugs and Harmony, one of my favorite groups in the world. I see Crazy Bone. I'm like, yo, Crazy, I just dropped an album. I'd love to work with you. He's like, let me hear some. Okay. We went upstairs, we smoked a fucking blunt, and I played him my music. Without like 2 minutes in, he's like, oh yeah, we'll work. And I'm like, I don't really have any money. He goes, I didn't say nothing about money. I said, he goes, I'm very respectfully, he said, if I was gonna ask you for money, you wouldn't be able to afford it. That's why I said I'll do it.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow. Shows up to, so I'm thinking, but is he really? I mean, amazing conversation, cool. I got his number, whatever. I sent him a message. Hey, I could book Monday or Tuesday. Or he's like, let's do Monday. Okay, my favorite rapper ever. Let's do Monday. So I show up to the studio on Monday. He says he'll be there at 8. It's like 8. It's 8:15. It's 8:20. I'm like, you know what? Why? Of course he's not going to show up. 8:25, knock on the door. You got a big bag of weed. He's like, let's fucking do this, man. You're a real person and actually have like morals and are awesome and let's do. And so we made this song. It was fucking cool, bro. And I'm like, wow, I just worked with a legend. I kept thanking him. A little bit towards the night, he's like, hey, shut the fuck up, dog. Stop thanking me. He's like, your shit is good. Carry that with you. Your shit is good. It's an honor to work with you, homie.
Wow. Amazing.
Whoa. So that confident, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, cool, man. I'm not just like some light-skinned dude trying to placate in the hip-hop. And I know I'm not. I know I'm really about this shit. I know that I'm really, the music is my fucking soul. But do you know it? Did they know it? And does it even matter? I don't know.
Right.
But the people that I look up to treated me with some respect. So I'm like, yo, look, this might be something. Yeah. So I just kept moving with it, man. Then I met Corrupt. I did a song with Corrupt. Corrupt is cousins, basically, with Snoop. And you know Corrupt is, right?
I've heard that name before.
Legendary hip-hop artist. Sadly, he doesn't get the credit he deserves, but you know, Eminem did a list of his favorite rappers in a song back in the day, and a lot of people, like people that aren't real hip-hop heads, they know about Corrupt kind of from the song. They say, who's the best? Corrupt, I forgot what it was, like Corrupt, Nas, and Biggie, or some shit like that, right? So he put Corrupt high up on that fucking list because he deserves it. He's a legendary artist. He was part of Dog Pound, which is Snoop Dogg's thing.
Yeah.
And the famous duo was kind of Corrupt. So they were part of, you know, Corrupt and Daz Dillinger, Corrupt. I mean, this is legendary shit. So it was amazing to work with him. And Corrupt became a fan of the music and I guess kind of really, really promoted me, man. And then I got a call. Shout out to my homie M80. M80's wild fucking dude. But he's legendary in his own right. He's an A&R and knows pretty much everybody. And so 80 and Corrupt and 80 were going to this show. Now this is where ignorance can really be bliss sometimes, right? So he's like, hey man, you want to go to the Westmore concert? I want to introduce you to somebody. I think you probably get an idea. Corrupt wants to introduce you to somebody. Come to the Westmore show. And I'm like, well, I never heard of Westmore. What's Westmore? Must be some new groups. I guess I'm gonna meet some new guys. Well, yeah. Do you know what Westmore is?
Yeah, I've heard of Westmore. Yeah.
So Mount Westmore wasn't a group. It's a super group. It was a touring marketing ploy called Mount Westmore, the greats of the West Coast. Mm-hmm. It was Ice Cube, E40, Snoop Dogg, fucking Too Short.
Oh wow!
So I'm thinking I'm going to like the Westmore show. No, I'm going to like the legends of legendary legendship. Legend. Wow. I don't have the word for it. There's not a word for this kind of thing. Yeah. So and we show up from the back and we're led into the green room and I open the door and it's just Snoop Dogg, who's so much taller than you think he is. I'm like, yo, even that, I know that guy from the music video in the 90s, and he looks the same with the same shorts. Crazy. So like, it's just all these people, and I was at home. I mean, that's really was the cool thing, is that when I sat in that room, I pulled out a bag of Grabba Leaf and started rolling up, and I looked at the dude next to me, and the dude next to me is fucking Spliff Star, who's Spliff Star is Busta Rhymes' fucking hype man and a legendary member of fucking, I'm having a brain fart, but you know what I'm saying? Like legend shit. And I'm like, oh my God, there's Spliff Star rolling a blunt with the same kind of weed and the same kind of raps as me. I belong here. I belong.
Oh, that's amazing.
It was cool, man. and just, so I'm talking to Snoop and I'm talking to everybody and talking shit. And Snoop ended up saying in this situation, when are we going to do, you did a song with my nephew. At the time I did a song Corrupt, and I did a song with Crooked Eye. And both of them are somewhat loosely related. Crooked Eye is more with Eminem's team, but they're all together in a way, right?
Yeah.
And so anyways, like, you did a song with my nephew, you did a song with my cousin, when are you gonna do a song with me? Mm-hmm. Now I heard, first of all, I can't afford you, Snoop. Can't afford you, dog. The fuck? I have not made it. Even if I did, the way they pay people nowadays, I don't even know if I could afford you then. So nah, dog, we ain't doing a song. I'd love to. And but I made a joke, and I'm like, hey man, so I saw a thing a long time ago. He said he might be bullshitting, but he certainly can. He said he charges $250,000 for a verse, and another $250,000 to be in the music video, and then like another $250,000 to promote it on social media. So I'm like, homie, I can't even afford a quarter of your quarter. So I made like a joke like that. I'm like, he's like, when you do a song with me? I said, bro, if I called everybody that I knew and they gave me all their money, and that money was so much money that it was more money than I'd ever seen, it still wouldn't be enough money to offer you. So no, dog, I don't think we'll be doing a song anytime soon, but I'd love to. And he just looked at me and he looked at 80, because 80 and his Snoop's manager, like White Boy Kevin or something like that, and they're like, 80 and him are homies. So he looked at he's like, what about the Norwegian thing or something? And I'm like, wait, what? And long story short, they basically had a quick conversation. They're like, we'll send you something. And they sent me a verse. Wow. And the gist is I guess Snoop already did it. Snoop ain't gonna show up to the studio to do a song with me.
Right.
Time is money. I mean, I get it. Yeah. If he's with me, someone else that would actually pay him isn't gonna pay him. So they literally just said, here you go, man. We believe in you. Do whatever the fuck you want with it. I got the paperwork. When the song came through, I'm thinking I'm on TuneCore, and I'm like, so I submit the song. I've done songs with all these different big names, but not pop superstar grandma in Lithuania knows them, Snoop Dogg, right? I've done songs with legendary hip hop artists. So every time I put a song out, no matter who it is, I have enough trust now in the distribution system that I just put a song out and it goes through. I put that song out and they're like, do you happen to know Brodus, or whatever, Snoop's real name, whatever the fuck. And I'm like, what? Wait, oh shit. Did they scam me, or like what's going on? I'm like, no, yeah. So they go, oh, well, do you have any paperwork? And I'm like, oh yeah, in that email, they sent me some paperwork. And I was wondering, what the fuck is this for? Because we're on the next level now. So I sent the paperwork into the TuneCore, and they're like, okay, cool, everything's legit, you're good.
Damn.
Oh my God, something worked out. But yeah, bro, it's not my favorite song. I'm actually sad we spent so much time talking about it, but like, got to do a song with Snoop Dogg. It was cool.
For sure. Yeah. Well, we're pretty much out of time, but
my bad.
No, you
cut half the Snoop shit out. Let's talk about some other shit.
No, you're all good. Well,
I talk a lot.
Well, we do got to do a speed round of hinge or unhinge. All right. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, can you do me a really quick favor? Can you please rate and review this podcast? Like, hit that 5-star review, because, and I do read all the reviews because this helps me know how this podcast is helping others and how, this podcast is serving you, because my job as a host is to serve you this podcast the way that you would prefer it to be. So we got a few listener submissions. We got a few screenshots from Hinge. And so if you want to be part of this show, as far as like submitting your stories or dating like dilemmas, situationspodcast.com/submit. All right. So Matt, I got a few screenshots that we got to unpack, and it's up to us to let the listeners know if it's hinged, green flag, or unhinged, red flag, deal breaker. Ready?
Okay.
All right. So this first one says, I'm convinced that every guy on Hinge has an axe throwing pick. Is this hinged or unhinged?
I mean, I could say that I don't have an axe throwing pick, nor have I ever thrown an axe. But I'm not. I guess I'm not really like, look at me, I'm a man. But I would assume most guys with like a little small dick and something to prove would probably. I think she's probably correct on that.
I think so too.
You know?
Yeah, I think I definitely think that she's right. So we'll say that
mine
is
hangs really low, so I've never felt the need to pick up an axe, like even once, to prove my masculinity.
This next one says, my biggest date fail. I farted, confessed, laughed. They didn't.
Date over.
Date over. Is this
I would say
unhinged?
it's unhinged from the asshole who didn't laugh.
That's true. That is true.
What idiot? You don't want honesty?
Right. It's like, what? Like, we're all humans, okay? We're all
we have assholes, and in those assholes is a complex system of gases.
Right.
It's gotta come out. I'd rather you tell me what's up.
Exactly.
I'm with that. Nah, she's cool. She's great. Whoever didn't laugh, fuck that guy.
This next one is, together we could get arrested. Is this hinged or unhinged?
I would say that's unhinged mostly because this dumb motherfucker has no idea what getting arrested is. What do you think, you're gonna hold hands in the cell?
Exactly.
She's going into the fucking the woman's prison. Well, I guess I don't know the dynamic of the relationship, but either way, it's not gonna be a romantic get together. You're a fucking idiot.
Exactly.
But I get it.
Unhinged for sure.
Unhinged.
For sure. Thank you all so much for tuning into the show. And this was so much fun. And thank you, Matt, for coming onto the show and tell us about your life story.
I appreciate you.
For our listeners that are tuning into you, can you tell us like your socials, like where we can find you? Let us know where we can connect and stay in contact.
For sure. Well, if I didn't already scare you off and you already don't hate me for knowing everything about my soul, then come on board. Then we're probably gonna get along. So I'm on all the music shit. I'm on all platforms, right? Spotify, all that shit. Matt Nye, MattNye. No relation to Bill. Don't know much about science, but that's my fucking name. So I just was like, fuck it, that's my name. Matt Nye on all platforms. And then on like Instagram, it's Matt Nye official. And then it's just Matt Nye. I don't know, MattNye. There's a few others, but they look nothing like me. So you'll find me.
There you go.
I'm the one with, I have a third nipple. That's how you could tell.
Well, wonderful. I want you all to go ahead and hit up Matt, follow, like, subscribe, all that stuff. And then for this podcast, follow, like, subscribe, all of that. Whether you're on a boat, a plane, a train. Hey, maybe you could be one of the listeners that listens to Matt's songs. You could take Situaseans podcast with you wherever you go. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, all of that. Follow us, and I'll see you back here for the next episode in a couple of weeks.
Hey, woo! Appreciate you, man.